just nice people who are genuinely happy for everybody, no matter what. Some people, you tell them something good has happened to them, like to you, then they will put themselves in you. They'll be like, hey, so why has this happened to me? Hey, so God,
That's
people,
a red
God,
flag.
like,
People do that.
do you understand?
Hi guys, welcome to today's episode, and I know it's been an amazing time. I'm really enjoying the support because I don't know, I see comments on Twitter, Instagram, like YouTube. I really like it. But then don't look at a short clip on Twitter and start concluding the whole video, because go and watch all and you can talk. But if you just watch a short clip and start bashing someone, I don't understand you. But anyway, today's going to be an amazing episode because I really have nice people here. I don't joke with pretty and, handsome young people. Yeah, so I actually have with me a friend of mine. I think we've been friends for like 3 years. Yeah, we've been friends for like 3 years. I actually saw him sing. I'm like, I want to sing like this man. Wait, the way he was just holding his microphone and he was like, yeah, so I've known him for 3 years and we have the vibe. It's not like I have to do ourselves or sets. No, we've got a vibe. It's nice having you here, Av.
What's up?
Charlie Adele.
Charlie.
Is it Av? Should I say Av or Achezi? Your name, I can't even mention it.
Achezi.
Good. I think you should call him Achezi.
I've been telling this girl, but Charlie still.
The Av now, the Achezi is...
It's difficult.
It's difficult for me.
Avi. So you are fine.
But Achezi. And also I have a very, very nice girl. Everybody knows, like she's nice girl, young lady. Like, I mean, when I started social media stuff, my younger sister, she could actually sit me down and be like, oh, let's go on YouTube and go and watch Mahalia, Av. Like, I mean, right after high school. So when I told her that I would have Mahalia on set, she was like, is it the Mahalia one? The Mahalia. I mean, the first day I told her. Yeah, the first day I told her that I have Mahalia. I'm shy. I mean, a lot of people look up to you, and I think you're doing amazing.
Thank you so
right now,
much.
you should be a done mommy. I can see you also progressing with your own business. Yeah. How's it going?
It's good. It's going well. You guys buy from Mahalia hair from my brand, her.
I think we like it when women are also into business. They're making lots of money. Yeah. Anyway, so today's going to be an amazing time with this too, because we're going to be talking about friends and friendship. I decided to choose these two because Av have friends.
I think so.
I think he's very, very good at friends. And then Mahalia, because I follow you, I've been to see your team, the girls, a trip. Is it a team? Okay, you guys are on the same cycle.
Similar circle.
Yeah, so it's like you guys hang out a lot. Mm-hmm. And choosing you will be perfect to talk about people you know and how you guys. So let's go straight into it. So much about friends. Do we go about choosing friends? I mean, sometimes people could just text you on Instagram and be like, "Oh, I want to be your friend." Does it work like that?
For me,
yeah,
I feel like friendships are built; they are not just asked for. And a lot of people think friendship is like, "Oh, can I be a friend?" And then you're friends. It's like, with me personally, I have a lot of trust issues when it comes to friendships because I've been betrayed before, backstabbed.
Yeah.
So I can't just let everyone in. And when I have a friend, it's like, it's not anything small. I feel like friend is a serious title. You shouldn't just call anybody your friend, because my friends know a lot about me and my friends have like a lot of power. Actually, knowledge is power,
Yeah.
So you can't just come in and then say, let's be friends. We have to know each other's character. We have to know if we are compatible, because friendship is about compatibility. So it's like, it's not just ask for in that moment, can I be friends with my friends? No, people should stop doing that. It's like, we can say, let's get to know each other. That's a better approach than like, okay, when we go through that, then we decide that, okay, we can be friends or we can't, or we should be acquaintances. We know where we stand.
So Achezi, what do you have to say about it?
So I actually agree with you. I think with friendship, it's actually supposed to be natural. Because the texting thing is a bit forced and sometimes it's weird. When somebody texts you and you're like, can we be friends? And you feel like, what this person they want to eat about. Yeah. So it's like, it's easier and it flows better when it just happens naturally. Yeah.
So you can't just be deliberate about being like, probably someone can see you on the media and be like, oh, I want to be friends with this person, so let me test him and then let's try something else. You don't think it's realistic enough?
Like how you said it, it has to be natural. You can't just text the person and say let's be friends, and because you want to be friends, what if the person doesn't want to be friends with you? What if the person I'm not saying nobody should come for me. I'm not saying that, like, you have to know the person well, and it's like you can't be sure you want to be friends with some random person. Like, you are strangers on the internet. It's not, we don't know each other. It's
Well,
just,
people just assume like, oh, it takes a day to know someone. You know
yeah,
what
that thing that annoys, like, that statement annoys me. If you
Doesn't
be
take a
saying
day.
stop, because that's an ick. Immediately you say that to me, ick, you've been cancelled.
You've been cancelled.
Yeah, because it doesn't take a day. Even people who have known each other for years still don't even know themselves fully. So friendships should just be a gradual process.
What do you also have to say about there are some people that, like, I could not be your friend. Yeah, I could know you, but then someone's gonna be like, oh, she's my friend.
That that thing.
How do you also put that?
Yeah, I think that's very normal because
say that.
people we decide to show people what we want to show them. So perhaps from what you've been posting on your social media, from what they see, they actually would think the person is your friend. But friendship is deeper than just seeing people together, hang out and all that. So basically it would happen. But I don't think it's something that should bother you too much. Maybe unless maybe the person's brand doesn't align with yours, you don't want to be put in the same box with a person, then that's different.
Because sometimes I feel like someone's going to be like, I'm talking to someone and like, oh, this person says that she's your friend. I'm like, I feel like telling her that this is my friend.
But it's like, it's rude.
Yeah, but then saying that the person's not my friend, it's going to feel rude.
Yeah, and I feel like people should stop taking that thing personal. Because like, the whole friendship thing, like, people shouldn't even say that I'm saying I don't want to be people's friends because of I feel like I'm bigger than somebody or something like that. It's not about that. It's about me protecting my peace. And I feel like you should also protect your peace too, because a whole new friendship in quotes can lead to years of trauma or years of like baggage that the person has brought to you. And so it's like you should just know who exactly is your friend. You shouldn't just call everybody your friend. That thing too as well. Like, not everyone is your friend.
Good. So when it comes to me, I feel like I have a very, very small circle. I have a lot of people that know me, but then my circle is small, and I feel like
very small.
Yeah, I feel like it's better if it's small. Like when there's a lot of people, a lot of frustration, bad stuff happening, people talking about you here and there. Don't you guys have the same experience? But when my circle is small, I feel like it's much safer and comfortable.
Yeah, relatively safer because the whole thing of getting to know somebody, the beginning. It's a bit stressful. It's actually a bit stressful. That's why people go back to bad friends and go back to bad relationships.
Yeah, he's right.
But like, it's just easier when you keep your circle small because if something happens, you know the people you told. You know the people who were with you at the end of the day. So you know where to trace the problem for. But like if you have like 50 friends, now you have to check, did I tell this person? You can't even keep track of what actually happened.
Yeah. I was talking to someone last week and the person was actually telling me that he chooses friends based on what he's going to get from them. Now hold on. When I actually heard it, I was like, but then I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I feel like what he's saying is not wrong.
Everybody does.
Everybody and their thing. Maybe he's an opportunistic person.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's him being opportunistic.
Yeah, everybody actually does.
True. It makes sense though.
Yeah.
Think about it.
But it's not like only based on what you get from the person. That's why I feel like if it's that way, the friendship becomes kind of like you're a leech. Do you understand? Because like, what are you also giving back? What are you also trying to learn from? It's like supposed to be a give and take. Like, oh, I feel like we are compatible, or I feel like I can learn a lot from you. You can learn some things from me, something like that. So it's like if you only want to go into friendship based on what you are getting from this person, I feel like it's not really a healthy approach.
I understand where you're coming from, but I just feel the person just said he makes friends based on what he gets. He didn't necessarily say that he doesn't give too. Because I actually feel like we all make friends directly, indirectly, based on what we get. It could be financially, it could be love, it could be time, it could be support. It could be somebody to talk to. Because you understand. Because you have a reason why you are still friends with this person. Then that's actually what has kept you guys. So it might sound funny when you say, I am only going to be your friend because of what I get. But when you think about it deeper, like,
It is what it is.
We actually all do it. So.
Yeah. I also.
But sometimes, but what about the friendships that happen naturally without you even wanting, without you even like, because not all friendships are like, oh, I'm going in for this person. Sometimes you can just see someone and say, hi. The conversation keeps going and going and going. You may not know what you may guess from the person eventually, but you just like the person's aura. You like the person's
that actually makes
vibe.
sense.
Yeah, that's what.
That's true.
Again, I was thinking about it. It was when I finished school that I happened to realize that the friends we have impact our future. Now I was thinking about when I finished school, I happened to realize that some of my colleagues, they're like, oh, my mom's friend works here, so she's going to connect me here. No, so her mom's friend is having an impact on her.
Yeah.
So the friends that I choose now are going to have impact, like in a way, on my children. So I find it funny when people are like, oh, why are you making friends with rich people or people who are like business-minded people? If you have a problem with that, are you going to be okay with me having friends with poor people? Because if I have friends with poor people, my children are going to suffer.
No, but you don't know what will end up
happen
with the poor
people.
person.
I feel like it should be about the value. That's why I feel like at the end of the day, it shouldn't be about just, oh, this person has money, so I want to be friends. What if the person loses money? But if the person has like a brain or has aspirations or has like, you can see the potential, then you be like, okay, yeah. But if you see that along the friendship, the person is not going anywhere and they are dragging you down with them, that's when you decide to.
I feel like some people have potential, but then it doesn't come to manifestation.
Yeah, because they don't put in work, actually. Sometimes it's not just about potential. You can be the most talented person, but you have to put in work at the end.
You have to. Today I was reading about something. There are friends that are sentimental, and then friends that are active. I don't know if someone has heard that before. Sentimental and active friends.
I've not heard that before, but I agree.
Yeah, so it's like your sentimental friends are friends that, you can see them, talk to them, hey, yo, what's up? Like, but then they're not friends that when you're going through something, you could talk to them. But then the active friends are people that when you are going through something, you can really call them and be like, oh, I feel sad. I want someone to talk to. Do you understand what I mean?
I think I'm maybe mixing it a bit.
No,
this is confusing now.
Sentimental. They are not. You can just see them and vibe. Like I could see and talk to you. Hey, what's up? How's your day going? And stuff like that. But then active friends are the ones that you can call when you're like,
as in like they can help you.
Not even help per se. People that you can really lean on trust on.
So isn't that sentimental rather?
No, that's active.
Because when I hear the word
sentimental, I feel like someone I can talk to, lean on. You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, but there are actually things like that, right?
Yeah,
there are actually friends that you can't even. I have friends that when I'm going through things, I can talk to.
Yeah, obviously.
Or you can talk to any of your friends.
No.
And I think they have actually said to me that I'm like their friend, but they're not their friend. I don't talk to them. I feel like I can't talk to you, even if you're my friend. There's not everything that I could talk to you about. There are some people that I could talk to them about things, and there are others I cannot talk to. Or it's just me.
Yes, there are definitely. I feel like the people you can talk to about everything. They should be like the ones who are closer to you. Those will be relatively the ones who are closer to you. But then the ones you can't really talk to about everything, it's like those ones are like your friends, but then a distant friend. I don't know. They are close friends and they are regular friends and they are acquaintances. So everything is like categorized.
Yeah, agree. Yeah,
everything should actually be categorized. And with talking to friends about everything, I don't think you should have a friend you talk to about everything.
Why?
Just for safety's sake.
Why?
Yeah, I don't think you as a person should be comfortable and confident enough to trust another person totally, to tell them everything.
Are you sure?
Why?
I don't think so.
I feel like it's all about vulnerability. And, some people have those friends that they've grown up with. Literally they were in the same crèche. They went to the same JHS, blah, blah. Those kind of people, they become like family to them. And, some people don't even have family to even talk to these kind of things about. So it's like, it depends, right? Everything all depends on trust. And the trust right now in this generation filled with trust issues.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think earlier you mentioned you have trust issues. So at this point, can you actually say you have a friend that you can speak about every single detail?
Actually,
everything.
Yeah. Okay, it's more like a lover kind of thing. So it's like you have to become friends with that person to reach that stage. So
Yeah.
I feel like you have that person. Maybe you wouldn't be a friend. Maybe to you it could be your girlfriend that you can confide in with everything, which I really don't advise. But then
Oh, I feel like sometimes your partner is your safe place.
you feel like
Yeah.
more than your friends.
Well, I happen to hear that you should have friends aside your partner. Like you should have friends that you can really confide in. But when it comes to me, I feel like my partner is like my best friend, the best person I could confide in. Or it doesn't work for
Don't
anybody.
get too comfortable.
I shouldn't get too
Sure.
comfortable.
Trust
Really?
issues.
Charlie, don't get because
Because you have to be vulnerable.
Yeah, you have to be vulnerable.
Yeah, being
but
vulnerable is like opening up. Like
Yes.
you're
your whole
opening up,
house.
but Charlie,
But if you're not vulnerable, you can't have friends. How do you want to have friends but you don't want to be vulnerable?
That's why there are types of friends. With acquaintances, you don't be vulnerable with acquaintances. Right?
Yeah.
But it's like with close friends, even like the friendship topic is actually quite
very
complicated.
broad. Yeah.
It's very complicated because with the close friends and then the best friends, do you differentiate close friends and best friends?
Yeah, I do.
I should know how both of them, so I don't know how it feels like.
You don't know how it feels like.
I don't know how
So
my
you're
best friend.
friendless.
I have friends, but I don't have close or best. None of them.
All your friends are at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's why you can't really confide in like your friends.
No. Because I feel like I'm going to be vulnerable and I don't trust people enough. Imagine I open, to me, I feel like imagine I open up with a person. I feel like a lot of things, friendship or relationship, do not last. I get to a point and it just ends, and probably my secret is with you. I don't know how you're going to say it
but like,
outside.
you actually also shouldn't think like that. Like it's not going to last because it actually ends up happening. I think you should give yourself room, make yourself available. As you were talking about vulnerability, because at the end of the day, that's why I'm also saying you don't have to tell your friends every single thing, because you can learn a lot from the person learns a lot from you, share, you have somewhat a safe space, but you have something you kept for yourself. At the end of the day, you have to be your best friend. And if it doesn't work out, at the end of the day, you learn something from them. But you're not going to learn so many things in life if you don't have people you connect with.
Okay.
So like you have to try. You will try.
So your take is that you shouldn't trust anybody. Like no man can be trusted.
No, I'm not saying no man can be trusted. You can trust, but
you shouldn't trust them with everything.
Exactly. You should have it in your mind that this is a person.
And people are not perfect.
Exactly. People are not perfect.
People definitely disappoint.
So if you're not ready to accept them when they flaw you, just don't trust them totally.
I think right now I'm at a point that I've manipulated myself into thinking that everybody's going to disappoint me. So I'm at a point that when someone disappoints, I'm like, well,
I think you need to heal.
I'm like, well, it's expected because I don't know. That's the stage I am now.
That's crazy. What did you go to?
I don't know. I didn't even go through anything, but then I'm like, well, it's gonna happen. So, how do you feel about your friend having another friend, like your close friend having another friend?
Like my best friend or my close friend?
Okay, let's say best friend.
Me personally, I'm very, very selfish when it comes to friendships.
Okay.
Like that's why maybe I'm toxic. I don't know.
Toxic.
I don't think I am, but
You probably
with
are.
friends, with friendships, if you're my best friend,
Yeah.
that's like I put you up there. Like
Okay.
so, if you have another friend, that's fine. But if you do the same things you're doing with that other friend, like what we do, you're doing it with that person. Oh, I'll have a big issue. Like I'm very jealous. I'll call you out.
Really, Eddie, what do you think?
Yeah, but she's talking about very close friend, right? I think there should be a category, even with like friends. It's not just about acquaintances. Like, you know that this is your person. Your person is not always your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Sometimes your person is your friend. Obviously, you feel some type of way if you know the things that you both do that are personal to you. The person is doing with another person. I don't have a problem with obviously my friend having other friends because the world can't revolve around
Actually,
me.
I feel uncomfortable when my friend is very, very close to another friend.
Me too.
I'm
very
like,
uncomfortable. I'm like, who's this?
I'm like left behind,
Like who is this?
all alone.
Why are you left behind? Like, do they have time for you?
And the thing is, like, let's say it's different if they are still making the same time for you, but then let's say you guys know you always hang. Then one day, oh, I'm hanging with this person while you're supposed to be hanging.
Yeah, and
With
you
like,
actually
what?
don't have someone else to hang out with.
Exactly.
Exactly. Actually, left
What am I
alone.
supposed to do now? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you also? I feel a lot of people say that it's only your parents who do not get jealous. Do you believe? Can you?
of
Is there
each
a
other.
point? Yeah. Is there a point where you get jealous, like your friend? Let's say your friend is like doing great, and then you're like a bit jealous of them.
like
Sincerely.
of their
Whatever they're
their
trying to do.
achievements.
Yeah.
They're doing well and get jealous.
Yeah. That
Ah.
you don't.
No, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's toxic in a friendship.
Don't you have people who become jealous of you because of what you're doing?
I'm sure, but no one has actually come to me directly to say that.
Yeah, but I think you always feel the vibe.
Yeah, they wouldn't be
yeah,
direct.
yeah, I feel you.
When your
Yeah,
friend
I've
is
had. I think
jealous
I've had
of
a friend like that, but then
Yeah.
I just have.
And I have friends. I've actually encountered people that bring you down. Like, I'm trying to do something, and they're not. So it's not about being supportive enough. They're trying to like kill your spirit. in a
kill
way.
your spirit. But just like hide yourself, run away from those kind of people. Those
Speak to
people
people who push
want
you
to
up,
keep
Charlie.
you like they want to make you feel so small,
Good.
so that they have this
Power
power
over
over you, or they have this. It's like a manipulation tactic. You feel me? So it's like they bring you down. They're excited about something. They bring you down. They tear it to shits. They tell you that it's not even that. Why are you overreacting? And then it's like you feel. Honestly, I've not been in that situation, but I've seen it happen to people. So they feel like I need this validation from my friend for them to make me feel better, or for our friendship to be working. Like, and that's very toxic. If you have a friend and their achievements or their wins or their happy moments makes you feel some type of way, I think you should check yourself, or I think you should heal, because that's a very negative way of thinking.
Yeah, and I feel like there are some people. What about people that try to copy you? I used to have a friend.
No.
I used to have a friend
Yeah.
way back in uni, and first year uni, I applied lip gloss. Then she's like, "Now you're co-class now. You have applied lip gloss." But
She was
the
complaining.
next moment,
She's doing the same.
she's doing the same thing. And it's not that I don't want her to look good, but I feel like it's bad that you were just complaining about what I was doing now, and then
Exactly.
suddenly it's like you want to do what I'm trying to do.
Hypocrite.
Nah, people like that you should actually be afraid of.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been in those situations a lot of times
Yeah,
where it's like everything you do, maybe the way you take pictures, the way you edit, the way you post, what you do.
yeah,
There's a very thin line between somebody who's obsessed, unhealthy, in an unhealthy way, and someone who looks up to you. There's a very thin line.
okay.
And I think you should actually be able to differentiate between, because it gets like, Charlie, everything I do, you like.
But then there's this thing as well where when you spend a lot of time with somebody, you start unconsciously mirroring some
A lot
things
of
they
things.
do. It happens. But then when it's like you can see that this person is like intentionally copying, that's when it's weird, because some people can get it confused. That's why I'm trying to clarify.
Yeah.
Because like, let's say when I was hanging out with my friend, let's say the kind of phrases she would use or the kind of words she repeats, I started finding myself repeating those things or saying, I'm like, I sound like this my friend, or you get it. But then if they are like constantly, if you do one hair, they're going to do the same hair in a different length or a different style, bruh. Chelsea, come on now.
You're doing it again.
For the same outfit as the girl.
Yeah, and I feel like growing up now, my friendship style has changed from when I was like, I don't know, 19. Sorry. When I was like younger. No, like when I was younger. Like then I'm going to be texting my friend 247, calling. But now I still have my friends, but like it's distance. And some of them don't even understand that things have changed. I feel like when we grow up, our life schedule changes.
It's
And
like and people don't understand that.
Good.
Charlie, even
oh my
right now,
God.
with even just NSS,
It happened.
like you don't vibe as much, but you still know they are your friends.
I mean, people actually go there pissed because I'm not picking up a call. I'm like, I'm in the office and here I can't pick up a call.
Yeah.
Like, you need to understand that as you grow up,
Life
things change. Our schedule change.
And it's like, I feel like when you get to a point where you've evolved, or you've got to a stage where you're busy, or you're like involved with other things that maybe you're building your life for, and then someone is there angry that you're not replying them,
Yeah.
or you're not picking up your calls. Sometimes people actually try. I feel like with me, I try very much to keep my friends with like streaks and with social gatherings, if there's this person's birthday, you try and just show up, because constant communication is hard, like in this day and age, because everybody has shit they are doing, everybody has things they also have to make time for. People are making all their time for their loved ones. I'm sorry, but that's how a lot of friendships has, because the friend will just get a boy, will leave you, and it's like, but then so we're focusing on it.
I mean, growing up, friendship.
Things change. Things change. So you shouldn't take it too offensive when your friend isn't having. You shouldn't take it too personal when your friend isn't having as much time as they had for you before. If they are giving you good reason, if they tell you that it was work and you're like, then you should make time between work. Like how? Like sometimes try and put yourself in their shoes. Like they are still communicating with you. You shouldn't try and take everything from one person.
I have people that will be like, test me, and then I don't reply within some time, and then they have deleted the messages.
Oh my god.
Evie, I saw you post something on your WhatsApp about that thing. When the guy sent message and then later deleted the whole thing. You were like, you can even delete the whole WhatsApp. You don't remember? You even posted it on your story.
Yeah, the person should delete the whole WhatsApp because
okay, then I used to do that. Someone doesn't reply, and I'm pissed. Why didn't you reply? I just delete it.
Why?
But now I find it so petty. Like now that I'm working,
people have lives to live.
You don't even have, and I feel like especially since you're in this, those of us that post content and stuff. I don't know if it's because I post content. They think I'm always online.
That thing, like, just because I'm posting doesn't mean I'm checking. Like, posting is different from texting. I need to be settled to text, because if I reply one and I'm doing something, you'll be like, I didn't. So let me not even start the conversation.
Yeah,
I'll put it down, and when I have time, I'll reply everything. Like
creating the only time I create my TikToks is when I'm on a break, 12:30 to 1. Once I upload it, I've left my phone, because when I get to the office, I can't touch it. The next time I'm touching it is after 5 when I've closed.
Yeah.
Now within that period, it tells me I don't reply. And you're like, I
posted, but
I posted. I posted doesn't mean I'm online. My phone is lying down somewhere, and people do not even get to understand. Yeah. It happens to you, right?
Yes. Like it's such an issue. Right now, I feel like the friends who are my friends right now, they've understood me, because if you're growing and then, like, let's say the friend you had is also not growing or is not understanding, or not, like, they feel like everything should be how things were, they are not evolving as fast as you are evolving, and then in those cases you might lose them as a friend, because sometimes you might be on this wavelength and someone is on a different wavelength. So some way, somehow, it would not work out, and that's just God's choice. Like, if you are meant to be, you are meant to be. That's how I feel. And it shouldn't be constant communication and all of those stress that would keep you as a friend. Friendship is about how you guys felt about each other from the beginning, and whatever is keeping you as friends, like the values you guys give each other, that's what should be important. Not about like constant text messages and
you think it could fade away. Friendship would fade away.
We'll grow apart all the time.
And I feel like checking up on people is fine, and it's like, just because your friend doesn't check up on you as much as they used to, doesn't mean that they don't care about you anymore. As long as you reach out to them and you still get like a certain feedback and you still see that they are trying, you shouldn't just be like, oh, this person feels like they're bigger than me, or this person.
That's once it's been communicated.
Once it's been communicated, yes. If the person is obviously airing you and not responding, and like you've seen them in person and they are giving you the same weird vibe, that's when you should just know that, oh, maybe they don't want to be friends with me anymore. Some people
they
do
might
that.
also be going through something.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that actually, myself, when I'm going through a difficult time, I distance myself from everybody. I could just be watching the phone and I've seen you sent a message. I'm not going to reply, because in that state, I don't feel like talking to anybody.
Yeah, it happens. It happens a lot. It's like people are going through midlife crisis. So it's like, you don't know.
Midlife crisis.
Like, this Ghana is hard. Like, people are thinking about how to live, just live. Oh.
And you are here testing me because of your reply. So I should just stop whatever I'm doing. I'm not in my right state of mind. And funny enough, people will just see you smiling, and because you're smiling, they think everything is okay.
Fine.
There are people that are actually walking, looking good and smiling, but the things that are going through their minds and head, you cannot even carry it on your head.
Exactly.
People don't even understand. And I feel like sometimes I can tell when someone is fake. I don't know if someone can tell.
Oh, I can. 100%.
And especially,
I mean, okay, it's hard. It's actually hard.
It's hard.
It's a skill you have. Yeah.
How is it hard?
I mean, if the person is close to me, I can tell. But if I don't really know you, I can't really tell.
I see when I'm talking to someone and then the person is faking a smile.
Just don't click.
You don't see.
It just doesn't click.
Yeah,
like I could be talking sometimes I could be genuinely happy talking to someone about what I've achieved, something that's happened. And the person's like smiling or laughing, but then you can see that
there's some,
this thing here. My friend like my friends complain about it with me.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not that we are not happy for you, but some people they might not be happy with you, but they are actually people who express emotions differently and who express happiness differently. Because personally, I'm not that kind. I'm not that kind of person that will be like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you." Like I'm ideally very chill. So you'll be talking. I'm rather listening to what you're saying and deepen what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, maybe they're imagining it.
Yeah,
that's how my brain works. So I'm like,
yeah. So I'm like, it doesn't mean I'm not happy for you because I'm not jumping around. You should also know your friend. Like, this is how this person is, so you don't get annoyed about so many things.
Yeah.
But if you know that this person reacts this way and now it's changing, then you know that something is off.
Yeah.
So then you find out, is everything's all right, and the person's acting out, we know that something is changing. But there's some of us, Charlie.
That's why I was like, maybe it depends on how, like, if you know the person. Because maybe if I'm telling some stranger, like, some good news, definitely they wouldn't really, really smile about it. Because, like, they don't really know you. They don't really know, like... And then some people too, they are just nice people who are genuinely happy for everybody, no matter what. Some people, you tell them something good has happened to them, like to you, then they will put themselves in you. They'll be like, "Hey, so why has this happened to me? Hey, so God,
people do that.
Do you understand? Yeah, people do that. They will start feeling bad about themselves because of
they
good thing
express
you
that
told
in front of you.
Not like in front of you, but like their facial expression wouldn't show that. Oh, I'm happy for you. You get it.
I
So
feel like
that's their thought
to them,
process.
it feels like
Maybe
to them it feels like they've been left behind. No, I've actually felt that, not in that same situation, but then sometimes my friends' progress sometimes makes me feel like I've been left. I'm left behind. Like I'm behind. They are moving forward.
Like God when kind of thing.
No.
Not God when, not God when, but like I see some of my friends like progress so much, and then you happen to question. Sometimes it could be in a positive way. You're questioning yourself that why is my friend is doing so well, have gotten to this point in life, and I've not been able to get there.
It happens.
I'm not supposed. It's not supposed to be like that.
It can be that way. Like maybe you can be initially happy for them, or you can be like, oh, that's a good thing for you. Then like some people, a lot of this is society has made a lot of people like think about themselves more, like narcissistic, if you feel me. So like you can be happy, but then I feel like in the situation where like the person is expressing their good news, you should just try your best, even if it's fake. Just try your best because they don't know what you're going. Yeah, try.
So you shouldn't compare yourself.
I feel like you should be happy for them. The comparison should just be not like, it shouldn't be the unhealthy one. Do you get? It shouldn't be like, because you're here, I should also be here. You should know that everyone's journey is different. And like everyone has their time for like things. So it's like maybe you can wish for such good things to happen to yourself, but you shouldn't just feel bad about it that it's not happening to you yet.
Yeah, and I actually think your friends should be like a form of motivation.
Okay.
So that should be the mindset, because my friend is making this amount of money, or because my friend has this number of followers and I'm here. Is this what I want? Do you actually, because you don't know what they have to deal with what they've got.
Yeah, some people actually want things that other people achieve because they've just gotten it. It's like, okay, maybe you got this, and I'm like, oh, now people are easily influenced. That's the thing. Like, so like, okay, now maybe I also think I want this, but because like they see you so happy and that, they be like, they just think that that's what they would deserve. They don't know what it takes. They don't know what it takes. They don't know what the person went through. They don't know what the person is been going through with the thing they're having right now. Yeah.
So I think it's valid.
So I feel like at the end of the day, you shouldn't feel bad. That's the thing about people's wins, because like I said before, everyone in their time. So
I've also heard that more friends means less depression. Is it true?
No.
Are you sure? Like when you have friends around you, you are less depressed, you are lively.
I feel like in that situation, I feel like I can kind of relate, because when you're around a lot of people, it makes you engage more in the situation. It makes you think less. It makes you be less within yourself. It's like you're more out of the box. So it's like it distracts you from your thoughts and your worries and all of that. But then sometimes it can even make it worse if you are not in a good environment. Yeah, good group of people. Yeah.
Maybe what do you have to say about that?
More friends, less depression.
Less depression. More friends, less depression.
It varies with everybody. I think it depends on the person, because honestly, some people cannot actually deal with the flux in emotions. Like this time, people were around me and I was so excited when they leave. Like the drop when they leave and you're alone, some people cannot deal with it. They
Yeah,
actually
so
get some people
attachment
off. So
issues.
there are actually some people who, when they are going through things, they'd rather not be around people because the happiness would remind them of their sorrow.
For real?
Yeah.
Everybody and how they think right now.
Yeah. There's some people
mental
that, like,
health.
my friends don't know what I'm going through. They are so happy.
And they're like,
I have to be happy for them. I have to be happy around them. And
that
because
kind
you don't
of
want
thing.
that energy around, you'd rather be alone. But some people actually need people around them
to
when they are
distract
sad
themselves.
to
Yeah.
distract them. So it
Depends on the person. Yeah.
Depends. And not everybody's outlet is their friends. Like not everybody's source of happiness when they are down is their friends. And I think people need to understand that.
Yeah. How easy is it for you guys to like cut someone off? I mean, it's very, very easy for me. Like if I see that you're trying to like be manipulative or you're not, I just block you. But some people say that it's like unhealthy. I actually did something to someone recently, like it's unhealthy. I'm like, I'm trying to protect my mental state because you're trying to confuse me. You're not you're not straightforward. Are you this or you're not?
Yeah.
Well, if you're just confusing me, I'm like, you don't even I just block you.
Yeah.
But then people say like, oh, it's bad, it's unhealthy.
Yeah, I feel like if you need to cut someone off to be happy, just do it.
Is it that quick? Do you cut people off very quick?
I honestly don't cut people off that quick. I give you the benefits of the doubt. Like let's say I give you 3 strikes, or I give you like, okay, you've done this. I'll be like, okay, everyone's human. I'll tell you, communicate to you, tell you how it made me feel. This is this. If it happens again, then I'll just sit back and be like, okay, let me distance myself a bit. Let me see how the person will recover from that. If your recovery is shit, then we're gone.
What are people that will like apologize for something that they have done and then do it over and over and over again?
Oh, over and over. That's why I'm like, your second, third, yeah, go on. It's like, if I keep on telling you what is stressing me about you and you keep on doing it, why should I? Yeah, like the world is stressful enough. Like, don't add to my stress.
Yeah.
Like and I don't know why a lot of people are in friendships where their friends are so bad for them, or their friends don't make them happy. But then because of, I don't know if it's attachment issues or something, like their fear of being alone. I think it's the fear of being alone. Then they want to stay with that negative person. I feel like you should be your own best friend, because if you can't be comfortable without people being around you, it's an issue. You should be comfortable in your own skin, because you will not be around people forever. Like one day you find yourself alone and you can't go crazy, or you can't be dysfunctional. You have to pick yourself up and do what you have to do. Like,
yeah, I feel like just like you should be your own motivation, your own first love. Like if there's nobody around, you should be able to be happy on your own without any, like choose yourself first before you choose any other person. I feel like there are lots of people that even do not choose themselves first. Like they put their friends before them.
And it's like, yeah, it's good to be a selfless person, but then sometimes think about yourself. Like if me going all out for this person is detrimental to myself, or is going to put me in a bad position after they are happy, then I don't think you should do it. Because if you want to be a good person, right, be a good person in your means. Do you get, like, be a good person and don't let it take away from you? Because if you keep on giving yourself out, there will be nothing left. You give your soul out to your friends and you be found empty and sad and depressed because they've taken so much from you. That's where manipulative friends,
some people like withdraw things from you. Like they drain your spirit.
They are leeches. Like they literally suck the happiness and the good out of you. Like the bad people, the manipulators.
Yeah, having to have friends that be like, oh, why is everything about you? It's not about us.
Because it's my life. What the fuck? Hey, if my friend tells me, why is everything about you? I'm like, then you're not supposed to be here because I'm the star of my show.
Okay. What do you think?
With the whole cutting off thing, yeah, it depends. Like everybody needs to be dealt with differently. Because there are some people, it's Charlie. Just let them go, block them. There's some people, they need to see you move on. They are present, they can see you are fine, but they are watching.
Okay.
There's some people, they actually need to see you move on.
Before they can leave you?
No, like, some people don't need to be blocked from your life. There are some people you should understand that it might be a flawed character. They might not necessarily be bad people. And I feel as, like, our generation, I don't know what we are going through, But it's like everybody is so quick to cut people off.
Everybody is broken. Like
Yeah, like it's
everybody's traumatized.
It's actually
It's
serious.
crazy.
Like, everybody is trying to be hard.
yeah.
I agree.
I
Everybody's
think
trying to be hard.
everybody's trying to be
Yeah.
hard, and
Not everybody, sure, but most people.
yeah,
Most
but like
people.
you don't need to be something you're not, because if you are naturally a soft,
soft, sweet
sentimental
person.
person, you trying to be hard, it takes a toll on you personally.
I think it's just me
You're not
trying to
happy.
be careful because of what I've been through
Mhm.
and the fear of it happening
Happening
again.
yeah.
Yeah, but you have some friends who like they cut off like
Mhm.
they don't feel anything. There are some friends they don't feel anything when they're cutting you off. You don't have to force and be like them.
Cutting them off is no problem.
Like some people, like one strike, you're gone.
I feel like that's too extreme.
There are some people like that.
I feel like
one strike, you're gone.
Those people, maybe they're also going through something. Yeah, I feel like it's because of their trauma, probably because I feel like one strike, or maybe what the person did is so great. If that's, then I wouldn't say that's too harsh. But then yeah, you should give people the benefit of the doubt, because you yourself, you're not perfect, so you can't say, oh, you made one mistake, then you're gone, because you can also make one mistake.
So it means people deserve chances.
I feel like
Everybody
everybody
deserves a
deserves
chance.
chances.
How many chances?
Me is
It
3.
depends on you.
Me, I give you 3 chances.
I can't give a number, honestly.
You can't give a
because there are
number.
some
Okay.
people that
Or 2.
I've given more chances and they've turned out very fine.
Guys, I don't know. I think I like this episode.
Me too.
Yeah, I really.
Calm.
It's very, very calm. Like, let's talk. How do you feel about it? And it's been nice having. I mean, thank you guys for honoring the invitation. Like, mad. I didn't believe that you guys were able to make it. Trust me. So, getting 2 tough people here has been very, very amazing. And guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll meet another time. Have a nice day. Bye.